Hello, this is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network, and this is a VA foreclosure listing. Right here is located in Fayetteville, North Carolina, the home of the U.S. Army 82nd Airborne Division, Fort Bragg. Very huge base. So this market is very ideal to obtain VA foreclosures, and throughout this presentation, you will clearly know why. So this property is located in the within a 10-mile radius of Fort Bragg. Let me give you a higher level map over here. That's where the property is located, and Fort Bragg is a little bit toward the northwest side. Okay, here's Fayetteville, which is right here. Here's Fort Bragg. They all like is a Fort Bragg is a very huge army base. They have the Green Beret Special Forces located there. They are, in fact, several thousand of the troops has been deployed to the Middle East, as some of you might be aware of that. They went to Iran actually, so they jump out of airplanes, right? Paratroopers, and they have a special forces, Green Beret, also stationed in Fort Bragg. There's also a Pope Army airfield there. There's a Air Force base there that do a lot of. So this poses a mission requirement. So, all right. So the entire area is right in the middle of North Carolina, and I suspect the property that we are presenting right now is most likely 80% active duty soldiers going to rent a house typically here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So short term, uh, yeah, the property I'm going to show you is an excellent rental area, and so the cash flow is very good. So long term, you're gonna this property gonna achieve very good consistent rental income, and the vacancy can be very low because those army active duty soldiers, they need a place to rent, and within this area of the map, being close proximity to the military base, as I said, you should have a very good stable rental income for many years to come. All right, so that's that. And the property is just amazing, right? It's very rare. This kind of property, these VA foreclosures are available perhaps maybe once or twice per month. So once again, all the VA foreclosures that I've been presenting is a multiple offer situation. So this property just appeared in the VA listing several days ago. So in a few days, we expect 5 to 10 offers for this property, and the highest and best offer will be accepted by the VA sellers. So it's important for potential buyers, you guys out there, to have the ability to pull the trigger in this army base, in this military populated area. Pull the trigger, literally and figuratively speaking. All right. So see some of the description. And yeah, so this property is very nice. It's a cookie cutter home, perfect for positive cash flow. It's very inexpensive, 97,250, 3 bedroom, 3 bath. It's not 828 square foot. I believe it's 1,600 square foot. So it's well established, maintained neighborhood, many amenities, close to restaurants, shopping centers, grocery stores, schools, gas station, government offices, VA hospital, and downtown, and the new Fayetteville Loop Highway, which makes it easier to access many areas. Of course, very close to the Army base as well. All right. So let's go look over the property. There are 20 pictures. Very nice home. So the interior is a wooden floor, so there's no need to change the carpet, so it can minimize your rehab cost that could come out of your pocket. So nice, very spacious living room. A little bit too much bright color, if you ask me, orange and what have you. It's an open floor plan. Kitchen is a little bit cookie cutter, nothing real contemporary, but very clean. So you don't have to replace things. It's not like you're living there. You're a rental property owner. So make the property rent ready. Do not need to go overboard in terms of upgrading the property. Cosmetic repair, minor, couple $1,000 maybe. But the inspection report upon your offer being accepted will determine how much it's going to cost. So you can determine whether you want to pursue after you view the inspection report around 7 days after your offer is accepted, if that's the case. All right, it looks like maybe a one-car garage, I'm not sure. So this upstairs are rug, so the rug looks clean. You may or may not be able to remove them, so that'll be determined down the road. So this looks like a master bedroom, very spacious. One of the bedrooms, probably 2 upstairs, 1 downstairs. We don't know exactly. It's a very peaceful neighborhood. Many military renters in this kind of neighborhood. So very cookie cutter. Okay, the backyard, fairly spacious. Okay, so very nice. And let's scroll downwards. And the projected rent according to Zillow is approximately $1,100. So keep that in mind. This is a very significant number. So a active duty soldier from Fort Bragg, probably a sergeant E5 or E6 with 5 or 6 years of service, married with a family and children, small children perhaps, can have the housing allowance available through the government to pay you at least $1,100, no problem. And this is an extra tax-free housing allowance that does not impact their regular base pay. Their regular base pay, they'll keep it. Okay, so those military tenants are very, very good. The best tenants out there because they cannot screw it up, right? So the school district is okay, typical 3 to 4 out of 10, no big deal on that. This kind of property are probably 5 to 10 or to 10% below market value. That's why there's a VA Foreclosures sellers market. The Zillow project that this neighborhood is going to rise by almost 4% appreciation in this coming year, 2020. So that's another good sign. Okay, and the rental meter, what I did was on here, I created a 5-mile radius of homes or 3 bedrooms in the neighborhood where these homes are located, and I was able to determine there are 98 other 3-bedroom homes that are being rented within this 5-mile radius. So it tells me that this neighborhood, close proximity to U.S. Army Fort Bragg, there are many tenants, many renters, many active duty soldiers renting. So that is very reassuring. Okay, that's a very critical component for investors out there buying this kind of property in this area. All right, so yeah, and the comps are, you can tell the property is, like I said, 1,600 square foot, I think. So if you compare to rental homes in area close by, you can pretty much conclude that the rent is around $1,100. Okay, I'm not going to go over this too much. You can obtain similar information, but I feel very comfortable with the Zillow's projection of rental rent rates. So with that in mind, so let's go over the pro forma cash flow analysis. You know my protocol. So price is 97,250. However, most likely you have to offer a price higher than the listing price. All right, 5% down payment only if you qualify Vendee Financing. So 5% multiplied by around 97,250 equals a down payment of less than $5,000. Isn't that amazing? Wow. And then the closing costs of $3,000 and rehab costs of $2,000 estimation. Do not know yet, but the total initial cost invested by you is just a shade over $10,000, which is once again is amazing. It's truly amazing. So the if the monthly rent is $1,100 minus the 5% vacancy factor on an annualized basis, and the property taxes are very low, $91, lower than the 1% of the purchase price, which is very good. Insurance monthly $34, property management fee $105, which is 10% of the rent, and we incorporate 5% maintenance factor, right, to address those unforeseen issues that are bound to happen. And then rent to value ratio is 1.1%, and compensation rate is 9.4%. It's very, very high. Cash on cash return 34%. That means your monthly net cash flow after the mortgage that you pay at 4.25%, Vendee Financing 454 plus the debt obligations, taxes, insurance, property management fee, and vacancy factors and maintenance factors will net you monthly net cash flow of $306, which is very, very good, which is amazing. I don't know where else in the country will give you this type of leverage and returns on your investment. 306 multiplied by 12 months of positive cash flow equals 3672. 3672 divided by your total initial cash invested of $10,000 equal a cash on cash return of 34%, right? So in about 3 years, if this same numbers continues, in 3 years, you will recoup all your down payment back, because 3 times annual net cash flow 3,600 pretty much almost equal your total cash invested, which is your repair costs, your closing costs, and your 5% down payment, right? So all in all, is the numbers really look very, very good on this property. Not too often you will find a high quality property like this. They are relatively new, right? Fairly new. I'm not sure exactly how old is this property here. 1996. Okay, so 20-something years new, but it's still contemporary property. And then the backyard is almost 9,000 something square foot, so it's a very nice backyard. So this property is very desirable, and it'll be multiple offer situation. So as an investor, if you're interested in this program, this VA foreclosure program, contact me, Seewing Yee, and I will do some pre-qualification for on your behalf to determine you have the consultation fee to pay me in advance, and then quickly do the Vendee Financing loan approval, 5% down for investor. Then we will work together to help you purchase these types of great VA foreclosure properties at 5% down, cash flow, and appreciation potential. All right, I think that's it I have to say. So look forward to talking to you. Contact me as quickly as you wish. And we only accept motivated, committed, serious investors to do this kind of unique VA foreclosures property purchases. Okay, thank you so much. This is Seewing Yee. Have a nice day. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.